It has been 20 years since shops started trading on a Sunday. Today, Steph's been looking at whether the law needs to be relaxed still more.
Yes, and lots of people have been in touch to say, from on both sides of the camp really, saying some people don't like the fact you shops open on a Sunday, others saying they should be open much longer than they are already. We're going to have a chat about that. Let me tell you more about the detail. Morning everyone. Yes, in August 1994 a law was passed allowing retailers in England and Wales over 280 square metres, which is about the size of a typical high street shop. It meant they could open for 6 hours on a Sunday any time between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. and although a number of smaller retailers have been allowed to open any time. So it was a big change in terms of your typical high street store. So let's remind ourselves of what it was like then.
At Europe's biggest shopping centre, a special church service. A reminder that the shops may be open legally for the first time on a Sunday, but it's still the Sabbath. An estimated 90,000 took advantage of today's opening.
Often I work Saturday, Sunday's fine for me. It's the only day sometimes I get off.
Even before the official 11 o'clock opening time at the vast lakeside shopping complex in Essex, it was packed with families.
You've only got to look around now. I mean, we've only been open about 10 minutes. People were here at 10 o'clock, the centre's busy, a lot of cars here, so it will be successful.
So that was what it was like back then. Well, with me now is Adrian Pepper from the campaign group Open Sundays, who want the laws completely relaxed. Good morning to you, Adrian.
Morning.
Just tell us, first of all, what difference has it made, Sunday trading, to the retail sector?
Oh, it's been hugely beneficial for society as a whole. People have had a whole new freedom to go shopping on a Sunday. It's transformed the way we live our lives at the weekend. And it's been good for the retail sector too. There are more jobs now in the retail sector than there have ever been before, and that's partly down to Sunday trading. It's definitely been good for the freedom of the individual and to enable people to live their lives as they see fit on a Sunday.
You want the laws to be relaxed further so that retailers can trade for longer than 6 hours on a Sunday. Why?
Well, I think it's important that people in today's society should be able to organise their lives as they see fit, rather than according to how the government tells them they ought to live their lives. At the moment, if you shop outside those restricted hours on a Sunday, either early in the morning or late in the evening, you're forced into a convenience store, which invariably charges more. A survey that Open Sundays commissioned in June suggested that you pay 11% more in a Tesco Metro compared to a Tesco Superstore, or 7% more in a Sainsbury's local compared to a Sainsbury's Superstore. If I want to pop out for a bottle of Chardonnay to have with my Sunday lunch, and I do it before 11 o'clock in the morning, then I have to pay £10.99 for that bottle in a Tesco Metro, whereas I would only pay £6.99 for the same bottle in a Tesco Superstore.
There would be some people, though, who argue, and they have done on Twitter and Facebook and the like, saying, well, hang on, there's plenty of other times to shop. Why do we need it to be longer on a Sunday? Why don't you get your bottle of Chardonnay or whatever else you buy in the night before?
Well, indeed, there are plenty of other times to shop. One way in which you can shop is online, and I just think it's an absurdity that in a world where you can click and collect from the superstore on a Sunday at any time of day, you can't actually go into that store and pick up the goods yourself from the shelves. It's not as if the workforce of the superstore aren't working. They're working picking goods, packaging them and delivering them to customers at any time of day or night.
OK, Adrian, well, thank you very much for your time this morning. We're going to be talking about this again in an hour's time, so do get in touch with us. Already had lots of messages on this, but if you've got any strong thoughts on Sunday shopping, do let us know.
Definitely one that people do like to talk about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sundays. OK, so
I don't like shopping any time, so...
No, neither do I, but it's a necessary evil, I'm afraid. Has to be done someday. Thanks, Steph.
7:52.